Okay, our first presentation tonight is the life cycle of rental property after the purchase by Rob of All City Neo Property. Please welcome Rob.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Rob Grahovac with All County Property Management. We manage about 900 properties in the state of Ohio. And I wanted to share with you something that I think every investor has experienced, whether it's your first property or 15th, what actually happens after you purchase the deal. A little bit about myself. So I've been in property management now for going on 10 years. Got started managing in the Northeast Ohio market where we manage in Cleveland, Akron, and Canton. A few years after that, we opened an office in the Columbus market, and then a few years after that, we opened our third office in Mason, Ohio. We initially expected to primarily manage properties in the Cincinnati market. However, with proximity to Dayton, we ended up getting inundated with phone calls for the Dayton market and decided to shift focus and go full management in the Dayton area. So I'm joined with my colleague Hayden there. He'll be moving to Dayton here in the next month. And between him, myself, and then our 30 other team members, we're looking to continue growing our portfolio. So to get into the presentation, I wanted to get started first with the first step, so purchasing a property. The goal here, like always, is buying the right deal. And this is where most investors spend their time, analyzing deals, running numbers. But this isn't necessarily the stage that will make you money. It just gives you the opportunity to make money. To give yourself the best shot, you're going to want to make sure that your purchase lines up with rental estimates. And in order to purchase the right property when the time comes, you want to make sure that you have financing secured, whether that's through traditional methods or through private. There are lots of folks in the room here that are vendor members that can assist you with either avenue. It really comes down to what's the best fit for you. And then the next part of purchasing a property, this is all summarized in a quick 1,000-foot view kind of thing. Being able to estimate rent-ready cost and get a good idea for inspections on the property. So inspectors can cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000. If you can walk the property, determine, all right, this isn't a good fit, you're going to save yourself some money there. If the property does seem to be a good fit, ballparking rent-ready costs will help in your negotiations of purchasing the property. If you're looking at, say, a $100,000 property, and you can ballpark, but there's about $20,000 worth of repairs needed, well, you can use that in your negotiations. So let's move into the rent-ready phase. The goal here is to make the property safe and functional. From a resident standpoint, they are looking for cleanliness and functionality. And when you're purchasing a property, I talk with a lot of investors that want to go in and gut the entire place. Whereas if the property has good bones, you can really get the best bang for your buck with some paint and a good cleaning. Of course, you still want to make sure that the plumbing, HVAC, electrical are all in good shape. And you're not going to have issues once the tenant's actually moving in. If you can organize repairs, get the property ready to go, and minimize repairs before a tenant goes in, not only are you going to save money on repair costs, having to get them fixed quickly because the tenant's complaining, but you're going to save yourself a lot of communication with the resident. From there, once you've identified all the items that you're going to want to repair prior to placing a tenant, if you're not planning on making the repairs yourself, you're going to need a good contractor. Again, lots of good resources in this room. And typically with contractors, they're going to request some sort of down payment prior to starting the job, whether it's for materials, labor cost. So you really want to make sure that you're finding someone that you can trust. And then once the repairs are finished, do that walkthrough prior to giving the final payout. It's a lot easier to have a conversation before you give the remaining $5,000 to the contractor and potentially not hear from them again. So final walkthrough, always important. Next we go into pricing positioning. At this stage, you should have already done some pricing when you were purchasing the property. However, if there was a 30-day close, say, and you had a 1 to 3 week rent ready, 2 months could have passed. Seasons have changed, rental numbers are going to change, and just go back online and take a look at
The Greater Dayton Real Estate and Investment Association has provided me options. It's provided me opportunities to see that there is more to the real estate industry than just buying and selling homes. But this opportunity has given me more options for helping people, and we're all working together to help our local communities.
GDREA helps partners in the title agency as it helps me serve other people in the industry as far as on their closing transactions and investing in the market.
Brian and Terry Quinlan. What we got from GDREA is a retirement and a good lifestyle in the meantime, and a lot of good friends. I've learned a lot. We've learned a lot.
A lot of knowledge, a lot of education, and having the speakers come in and be very informative of what's going on.
I'm Rhonda with the Dayton Tenant Union, and we're talking about partnering with GDREA, where we can get landlords and tenants to learn the rights and responsibilities from landlords and tenants, so we can all get together as a unit, as a whole.
Well, the benefits of GDREA would be to network with other real estate investors, as I'm a brand new investor and I am looking to learn from their knowledge. I want to network with others where they can guide me.
The biggest benefit I get from GDREA is talking with the other people. If I need something, a plumber or an electrician or a roofer, I know there's always people at the meetings that can help me. And talking with other people make me feel like I'm not alone in this. There's other people just like me doing it.
Hi, I'm Felicia Hall, and what I get from GDREA is all the knowledge from these people who give me great ideas and things to fix up. And yeah, we like and we like Marcia. Thank you.
So GDREA benefit me with teaching me how to rehab, how to do different stuff to become a successful real estate investor. So that's how I got all my education from GDREA. So
I've met a lot of nice people and I've learned a lot of good information. I think it keeps me abreast of what's going on in the real estate business.
The benefit I get from GDREA is I get a chance to network with other successful investors, and through that association I learn how to be a great investor, and all the deals that I have found so far have come from GDREA, and I'm doing very well with the investments I've chosen, plus I have a lot of great friendships.